Hello, diecast fans, and welcome to another new and slightly different episode of Jim's Magnificent Miniature Motor Cars. Okay, so I will be unboxing a car, although it's one I've had for a while. But more importantly than that, I'll be asking, is it worth it? Okay, this is a Ferrari F355 Berlinetta by Tomica Limited Vintage Neo. Okay. It is one of the most expensive 1/64 scale premium diecast cars that I have. Okay, there's another more expensive one that I'll feature in a later episode, but for now I just like to focus on this thing. It's got nice features. It's got an opening engine cover, some engine detailing there. As you can see, it's got working suspension, front and back, very nice. And it's actually a rather pretty car. Here's a problem though. This very pretty car cost me the equivalent of $50 US. Now contrast that to this baby, the Honda NSX, which I did unbox, which I did give a 10 out of 10, and which is also manufactured by Tomica Limited Vintage Neo. This baby with working suspension and opening engine cover. It's a little challenging to open, but there it is. It also has an opening engine cover. It's a rear window. See, there you go. This costs $30 or $20 less. That's 4 mini GTs less than this car. Okay, the Honda NSX. Granted, in real life, a Honda NSX would also be significantly cheaper than a Ferrari F355 Berlinetta, at least, you know, back when they were new. So basically, the point of this video is to ask, is this car worth the premium? Is it worth costing so much more than this thing? And I gotta say, for this specific model, I mean, look at that. Right off the bat, you have a really embarrassing front wheel inset. You know, your wheel track. It's just, I mean, the front axle is just embarrassingly narrow compared to this baby, which is just like the picture of precision. I'll be honest, I very nearly unboxed this thing. I actually recorded a video in which I gave this thing a 6 out of 10. And I have to tell you, I did not post it because having spent $50 on this thing, I felt really bad about giving it a score like that. I mean, I felt really lousy. So is it worth the premium? And does this score affect how I feel about Tomica Limited Vintage Neo Ferrari models? Well, okay. The answer to the first question is that this is not worth the premium. Okay. This deserves to cost as much as this. Right? I know that basically Tomica not just paid for the license, they paid for the sub-license. So basically, the owners of the license, the Maisto Burago group, probably charged these guys an arm and a leg for this because they in turn were charged an arm and a leg by Ferrari. Hence the more. So basically, you're paying for the license because you sure as heck are not paying for the quality of this model. This one is a far superior one and a far cheaper one. So that's it. Now, does that mean that all Tomica Limited Vintage Neo Ferraris are ripoffs? No, I am happy to report that they are not. And if you stick around for the next episode, I will show you why.